Welcome to Problems on Ages, Session 1. The problems based on ages asked in quantitative aptitude sections are kind of brain teasers, which when read at first may seem to be very complex, but when solved step by step is easy to answer. Normally, in 80% of the questions, we need to form few equations, which could be either linear equation or non-linear equation, and the solution will have the answer, which is the age of the people asked in the question. So in the following session, we will see equation-based question, data sufficiency question, and ratio-based questions. In session 1, you will get a basic concept on the topic, tips and tricks to help you with the topic, and some important formulas to find out the answer easily. In session 2, you will have some equation-based sample questions. In session 3, you will have ratio-based questions and data sufficiency questions. Session 4 will have questions from previous papers, and session 5 will have a practice test for you which you don't have to miss. So go for the test. All the best. Questions from this section mostly are asked for 2-3 marks, but there are chances of age-based questions being asked as a part of the data sufficiency or data interpretation. So it is important that the concept is clear to cover other topics as well. In data sufficiency, you don't have to find the answer, but you just have to check whether you can find out the answer with the given data or not. That is, whether the given data is sufficient to find the answer or not. As the name suggests, the questions are word problems based on ages of the people. They may be asked in equation form or direct form. Sometimes you have to form new equations for each and every condition given in the question. And sometimes you can find out the answer directly. The problems on ages is one such topic which is not just asked in the first or the preliminary phase of the examination, but questions from this topic may also be asked in the main phase of the examination in a rather complex manner. The most important thing is to read the question carefully and gradually form the equations which shall help you to answer the question. Don't get confused or tensed if the question looks very complicated. You just have to form equations gradually for each relation one by one. Basic things like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division will help a candidate reach the answer. Arrange the values given by placing them correctly in an equation by giving variables to the unknown values. And always try to use meaningful variable name like M for mother, F for father, etc. so that you will not get confused if you have number of equations in the question. Once the equation has been formed, solve the equation to find the answer. The final step is to recheck the answer obtained by placing it in the equation formed to ensure that no error has been made while calculating. If you are assuming the current age to be x, then the age after n years will be x plus n years. For example, if the current age is x, then after 5 years the age will be x plus 5. If you are assuming the current age to be x, then the age before n years will be x minus n years. For example, if the current age is x, then the age before 5 years will be x minus 5. If the age is given in the form of a ratio, for example P is to Q, then the age shall be considered as Px and Qx. If you are assuming the current age to be x, then n times the current age will be x into n years. If you are assuming the current age to be x, then 1 divided by n of age shall be equal to x divided by n years. Let's discuss one example now. The present age of a father is 3 years more than 3 times the age of his son. After 3 years, father's age will be 10 years more than twice the age of the son. Find the present age of the father. Actually, in most of the questions, you will have to form some equations, and don't get confused if the question looks complicated. You just have to read one line at a time and write an equation for that. Then read the next line and write another equation and so on. In this way, you will have few equations at the end and you just have to solve these equations and get the answer. Now let's read the question line by line and form equations. The present age of a father is 3 years more than 3 times the age of his son. Let's first assign variable names which should be meaningful. So let's use F for father and S for son. So according to the first line, 3 times the age of his son means 3 into S. And 3 years more means 3 plus 3 into S. Now this can be written as F is equal to 3 plus 3 into S. This is our first equation. Now the second sentence is after 3 years, father's age will be 10 years more than twice the age of the son. After 3 years means the age of father will be F plus 3 and the age of the son will be S plus 3. Now twice the age of the son means 2 into S plus 3. And 10 years more than this means 10 plus 2 into S plus 3. And this can be written as F plus 3 is equal to 10 plus 2 into S plus 3. This is our second equation. And after solving these equations 1 and 2, F is equal to 33. And I hope you know how to solve these equations. If not, I will give you a hint. See, the value of F from equation 1 can be substituted into equation 2. With this, you will get the value of S and then substitute the value of S again in equation 1 to find the value of F. Actually, there are various different ways to solve these equations, which you should already know before starting this topic. Okay, so our answer is 33 years. Thank you for watching session 1. If you have any query, you can write back to me on mathskagurukul.vns@gmail.com.